Unit 1, pages 63 to 64 in your book. We are working on multiplying with regrouping. Now, before we start that, I have something for you.
Chart.
Now, this is something that I'm giving you to use. I'm giving you one for the whole school year. It is laminated, okay, so it shouldn't rip up, okay? It's two-sided. It's the same thing on both sides, but one is colored and one is not. Sometimes people think the colors make it easier to help them read it. Sometimes people don't like the colors, so I give you both sides, okay? So you have colored and uncolored, all right? It has your name on it, on both sides. Mine says Miss Eifert. It has the grade on it, so that if someone finds it in the hallway, they know where to return it, even if they don't know your name. You should not lose these. You get one all school year, right? I have extras that you can borrow at certain times throughout the year if you need it on a test or something, but you don't get to keep any of those. You get one to keep. I know some 5th and 6th graders who still have theirs. You can keep it for as long as you want, okay? Now here's the deal. This is meant to be a tool, not a crutch, okay? It's meant to help you. It's not meant to replace knowing your math facts, okay? I give this to you because I understand that when we're doing multiplication, it's the first time we're really doing multiplication with regrouping, and sometimes if you don't know your math facts, it slows you down, and then you forget the process of doing the multiplication. You don't learn the steps as easily. So I'm giving you these, and you can use them here in 4th grade. On tests, on homework, you can use them. But don't let this replace, don't say, oh, I have a multiplication table, I don't need to learn my math facts anymore. I don't need to care about reflex, I don't need to practice my math facts. Because I let you use this in 4th grade, but Miss G starts taking it away in 5th grade. She'll let you use it on some things, but not everything, and she'll be specific about that. And when you get to 6th grade, they don't let you use this, okay, as much. And every year, they take away how often you can use this multiplication table. It's here as a tool, not a crutch. It's here to help, not take the place of knowing your math facts. Does that make sense? Okay, so when we do reflex and stuff, I still need you to focus on it, right? Practice it, because this is just to help you if you forget. But you should be able to know most of these math facts in your head. But right now, I really want to focus on the steps of multiplication, of standard form multiplication. And in order to do that, if you spend so much time not knowing your math facts, you're never going to learn the steps correctly, because your practice is going to be so broken up. So I give you this for now. Take care of it. You get one all year. I will not give you another one. You can borrow mine in class, but you cannot take mine home. This one is yours to take home. You can take it home. You can bring it back to school. If you want to hole punch it and put it in your binder, that's fine. If you just want to put it in the pocket in your binder, that's fine. This one is yours to do with what you want. You get this one, and it's yours to keep. If you lose it, then you can only borrow mine while you're here at school. You can't take them home. This one you can take wherever, so take care of it. I'm going to pass these out, and then we're going to get into the lesson.
In 2nd grade.
Okay, real quick before we get into the lesson, now that you have your multiplication table, does anyone not know how to use the multiplication table? Everyone feels good about it?
Yep.
So if I was doing 4 times 3, I find my 4 here, my 3 here, right? And I would find where they meet up, right? And in this case, they meet up at 12, so 4 times 3 is 12, right? 9 times 8, I would find where they meet up, right? 8 this way, 9 that way, and I'm going to get 70. Oh, you can't even see that, sorry. 72, right? And you could do it both ways. I could find the 9 over here and the 8 over here instead of the other way, right? It works both ways, but you find one number on one column, or row, right? You find one number either on the top or on the side, and then you find the other number in the other line, and then you find where they meet up. That's how it works, okay? Everyone got that? Okay, now that we have those, let's get into multiplication with regrouping. Now, for this first one, I'm just going to go through the steps quickly. I'm going to show you the steps, okay? Then we're going to actually write out what the steps are. It sounds like a lot more notes than it is. It actually is not very many notes, but we're going to do it in just a moment. So, my first step when I'm multiplying, believe it or not, even in multiplication, we're going to start in the
Ones all
Because we always start in the
ones column.
and we do start in the ones column with multiplication, always. After that, though, it gets a little funky. It's not like addition in that sense. But we do always start in our ones column. We start right here by multiplying 7 times 4. Now, you can use multiplication table real quick. What is 7 times 4? You might already know off the top of your head. Sebastian, what is it?
28.
It is 28. Now, everyone look closely. Just like when we add, sometimes we need to regroup. Can I write 28 down here on its own? No, I cannot. That wouldn't work. Just like with addition, right? That wouldn't work. So just like with addition, I'm going to write my 8 down here under my ones column. And my 2 for 20 is going to go up here above my tens column. Okay? Everyone with me so far? Am I losing anybody yet? Okay. This is where it gets a little different than addition, right? In addition, we would go straight to our tens column. No. In multiplication, we take our 1 down here, our 7, and we multiply it by our tens column. So we multiply this way now, like a diagonal multiplication in here. Okay? So we have 2 times 7, which is what? Angelina? 14. But don't forget that we have this 2 up here. Everyone see that? What do you think we should do with that 2, Hazel? No, we're not going to multiply again. Okay, that's going to make it too big. But I like the way you're thinking, right? No, she's thinking the right way. That's great. But we're not going to multiply. We did our multiplication here with 7 times 2. What do you think we're going to try again, Hazel? This time we're going to add that 2. So we have 7 times 2 is 14. And then we're going to add this 2, which gives us what? What's 14 plus 2, Henry? 16. And now, is there anything else for me to multiply over here? No, so this time I can write the full 16 at the bottom. And that gives me my answer of 168. How are we feeling? Was that too terribly hard?
No!
Let's do one where we actually write out the steps. So we're going to write down the steps a bit. Hang on. It does not take as long as you think. It's not as much writing as it sounds. Okay? So let me recast it so it's not blurry for you real quick. Hang on. Okay, so we're going to do this problem. Let's do 54 times 4. And now, if you have your colored pencils, I'm gonna color code this a little bit. Okay? I'm gonna start with a blue, and I'm gonna write step 1. Okay? Now, who can tell me what is step 1 in this problem? Looking at this problem, does anyone remember what my step 1 is gonna be? Isaac, what do you think my step 1 is? 4 times 4. So I'm going to circle it here. And I'm going to write it over here. I'm going to write multiply 4 times 4.
I'm hungry.
Okay. So step 1, multiply 4 times 4. Got this written down over there? Do you? Write it down. Let's go. This way, when you are on your homework, if you forget the steps, you can double check them here because you have it written down. You can say, oh no, I forgot what step 1 is. I remember I wrote it in my notes. Let me check. And then you can go check, right? Now, what is 4 times 4? Sebastian, what is it? 16. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and write that. 4 times 4 equals 16. So, when I'm writing my answer down here, where am I going to write the 6? Henry?
On the bottom.
On the bottom, under what?
Under the equation.
In which column?
The 1.
Gonna write it in the ones column, right? Gonna write my 6 in the ones column. And where am I gonna write my 1? Where am I gonna write my 1, Sebastian?
Above the tens column.
Yeah. I'm gonna write above the 5, and I'm gonna put in parentheses the tens column, right?
Now we're on step 2.
Sorry, that got cut off a little bit. You see everything there? Okay.
Step 2.
And then I'm going to go ahead and write that over here. I'm going to write my 6 down here.
7.
And my 1 up here.
1.
Okay. How are we doing on this? We doing good? We got this written in? Take a second, finish up. Oh, it got blurry. Let me recast it for you. Hang on. Okay. Then we have step 2. Now, if you're color coding with me, I'm changing colors here because I want to see what my steps are, right? So, does anyone remember what is my step 2? What am I going to do next? What's my second step here? I know Sebastian knows. I know Isaac knows. He answered the last one. Hazel, what's my second step?
5 times 4.
Yeah, I'm going to do 4 times 5 over here. So I'm going to circle it there.
Or you do that to me.
And I'm going to write it over here. Multiply 4 times 5 this time, right?
4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Shh, you got this written down? Yeah, let's go. I'm going to come check it in a minute. Uh-huh. Okay, now what is 4 times 5? Angelina? 20. But, what do I need to remember to do here?
Oh, you don't have to regroup.
I don't need to regroup. I've already regrouped, but I need to do what? Henry?
Multiply the 1 by the 4.
We're not multiplying here.
Oh, we're going to add the 1 to the 9.
We're going to add the 1 to, not 9.
I mean,
What do we get here? 4 times 5 is what?
20.
20. So we're going to add the 1 to the 20, right? So that's kind of like step 3 here. But also it's just something we can't forget to do. We need to add the 1 to the 20. Okay, I'm going to put some stars around that because that's important. If there's one thing that people tend to forget when they do this, it's they forget to add their regrouping. So don't forget that, okay? So I put little stars around it so you don't forget, okay? So once we do that, so we said 4 times 5 was 20 plus 1. What do we get there?
21.
We get 21, right? 20 plus 1
We all know this. 21.
equals 21. So our full answer was 216. And I'm going to circle my answer there to make it easy for me to find. Should be easy for me to find right now because these problems aren't very big, but when we get to bigger multiplication problems, you're definitely going to want to practice circling your answer so that I can find your answer. Because remember what happens if I can't find your answer?
I'm going to mark it.
I'm going to mark it wrong if I can't find your answer. So make it easy for me. I'm the one grading it. You may look at your paper and say, yeah, I know where my answer is. That's easy. But you're not the one grading it. If I look at your paper and say, I have no idea where your answer is, it's going to get marked wrong, all right?
What if you just asked us?
But what if I'm grading it after school and you're not here?
What if you're grading
What if I'm grading it at home?
What
What if I have a lot of papers to grade and I don't have time to ask you where every one of your answers is? I'm the one grading it, so make it easy for... So yeah, sometimes y'all do that. Sometimes I look at your... No, sometimes I look at y'all's papers and I can't tell a single answer. Like, I can't figure out where your work is or anything. So remember, I'm the one grading it, so make it easy for me. Because I have a lot of papers to grade. I don't have time to go looking for all your answers. Okay? If you make it easy for me to find, we're going to be golden. If you, I shouldn't have said that. If you don't make it easy for me to find, we're going to have problems, okay? Okay, speaking of problems, let's try that. I don't know what happened there. Speaking of problems, let's try a couple more before I send you to your homework, okay? Does everyone have this part written down?
Yeah.
Feeling good about it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do 3 together, and then I'm going to send you to do 1 on your own before I send you to do your homework. So I'm going to go ahead and write down all 3 problems at once.
I have to go to the second 27 times 6. 6, 7.
No.
I have to go to the second type. She did 27 times 6. 6, 7. And 63 times 4. I did hear 6, 7. I just did 6, 7, everybody. That's bad. No.
Okay, let's try these 3 together. Now, I'm going to call on some people to help me figure out how to do this and what my steps are. So pay attention, okay? Everyone has to answer at least 1 question about this. So make sure you're following along and you know the steps. So, first things first, in 26 times 7, let's start there. Yes, I know. I picked a problem I probably shouldn't have because you're going to keep saying 6, 7. All right. What is my first step here? Someone raise their hand and tell me. What's step 1? Henry, what's step 1 here? Yeah, multiplying 6 times 7. All right?
No, that time wasn't us.
That was me. I know. I did it. All right. I'll own up to it. All right. We're multiplying 6 times 7. And who can tell me what is 6 times 7? Emma? It's 42. Now, can I just write 42 down here?
No.
No. Where am I going to write my 2? Someone tell me. Where am I going to write my 2? Hazel? At the bottom down here. And where's my 4 go, Hazel? Above this 2 over here, okay? So now it should look like this. You got this written down? Abigail, you got it written down? Okay. What is my next step here? Angelina, what's my next step?
2 times 6.
Yeah, I'm going to do 6 times 2 here.
6.
Okay. And what is 6 times 2? What's 6 times 2, Sebastian?
12.
12. But is that what I'm going to write at the bottom? I'm going to write 12 down here.
No.
Sebastian, keep it going. What do I need to do?
Add 4.
I need to add this 4 to 12. What is 12 plus 4?
16.
16. That is what I can write down here. And my answer is 162. So 27 times 6 is 162. Okay? How are you feeling about that, okay?
Good.
Let's move to the next one. I'll keep that one up on the board so you can reference it. Okay?
Yeah.
63 times 4. What is going to be my first step here? What's my first step? Isaac, what's my first step?
3 times 4.
3 times 4. Good. And Isaac, what is 3 times 4? You can use a multiplication table if you need to. You should. I literally just passed it out, so don't tell me you lost it already. Okay, he's got it.
Okay.
Whew.
9.
No. 5. Yeah, I think you did 3 times 3. Look for 3 times 4. 12, right? Now, Isaac, can I just write the 12 right down here? No. What do I need to do?
2 down there.
2 goes down here,
Yeah.
and the 1 goes up there. Good. Perfect. Awesome. Isaac's killing it. What's my next step? I need to hear from someone I haven't heard from yet. There's a couple of you who have been pretty quiet. Okay? Hazel, what's my next step here?
I need 6 times 2. I'm 4.
6 times 4. Now, Hazel, what is 6 times 4? You can use a multiplication sheet if you need to.
Answer is 24.
24. Now, Hazel, can I just write 24 down here? No, what do I need to do? I need to add that 1, which gives me what? What's 24 plus 25? Good. And that is my answer, 252. So 63 times 4 is 252.
One better than 24?
I know. All right. We got one more to do together, and then you're going to do one by yourself before we start our homework. So, there's a couple people I still haven't heard from that I need to hear from. So, Abigail, what's my first step here in 54 times 7? Yeah, I'm going to start with 4 times 7. 7 times 4 here. No, and Abigail, what is 4 times 7? 28. Yes, Abigail, can I just write 28 down here? No, what do I need to do? Good. 8 goes down here. 2 goes up at the top. Perfect. Okay, now we're on to step 2. Reagan, what's my next step going to be here? Yeah, 7 times 5. Perfect. 7 times 5. Reagan, what is 7 times 5? What did you say? 35. That is correct. But, Reagan, can I write 35 right down here? No, what do I need to do first? I need, what? Hang on, I can't hear you because some people are talking back there. Sorry, I still can't hear you. Look at me. You're sitting close to me, dude. How can I not hear you? Come on, speak up.
5 times 2.
No, we're not doing 5 times 2. So we have 7 times 5 was 35, right? And then what do we need to do with this 2? Did you write the steps? Look back at what's step 3. What's step 3? We're going to add 2 to what? Not 5. What was 7 times 5? You told me, what was 7 times 5? 35 plus... Wait, numbers up here. Plus what? Yeah. Okay, 7 times 5 was 35, right? This was 35. Okay, we can even write it in there if we want. But we don't want to write it down here yet because we got to add this 2. Right? So 35 plus 2 is then what, Reagan? What's 35 plus 2? 37. So my answer here is 378.
78.
Okay. All right. Now listen. Okay, I'm going to write down what your homework is, okay? Then I'm going to give you one more problem to do on your own. You have to get a check mark from me before you can start your homework, okay? Your homework is going to be 5-1, page 63, numbers 1 through 20. Oh, okay? So only page 63, but you got to do 1 through 20. Now, I know that's 20 problems. That seems like a lot. But once you know these steps, it should take you maybe 30 seconds per problem. Okay? Which would take you about 10 minutes to do your homework then. So it should not take you very much, okay? 1 through 20 is what you're doing here. 1 through 20. Now, before you get started, I need you to try this problem. Where is it? On your own. When you think you have an answer, raise your hand. I'll come around and give you a check mark. Once you have the answer right, once you get a check mark from me, then you can start your homework. Okay, real quick, on your homework, what page are we? I found it. Okay, on 1 through 5, it says to use front end digits. Don't do that. Just multiply it like normal. Okay, so you can cross that out. I don't want you to estimate, I just want you to practice actual multiplication. We've done enough practice with estimation, so just multiply like normal. Sorry, I forgot it said that. Okay, so don't use the front end estimation, just multiply like normal. Alright, so 1 through 20, all regular multiplication. Do not do front end estimation, okay?
If we don't finish this.
Okay, real quick for my people watching the video. We had 6 times 9, which 6 times 9 is 54. So my 4 goes here, my 5 goes there. Then my next step is 9 times 3, which is 27 plus 5, which equals 32. So you should have got 324. Go ahead and get started on your homework. Don't do front end estimation, just multiply all of them like normal.